Hi, my name is Greg Sigler, Vice President of SkyWarrior Flight Training, and today I'm going to be showing you the differences between training under Part 61 or 141 and which one may be better for you or some things to consider. We already shot another video about the differences between 141 and 61, so let's talk a little bit about the training. So training under 141, a lot of people think, oh, it's so much cheaper, it's so much quicker, faster, and there's a lot of times that's true, but then there's a lot of times that's not true. So let's just, I pulled up the instrument rating page here to start with, and this video may be a little bit longer than most of them, to kind of show you what I'm talking about. So Part 141 instrument training is 35 hours. It's 35 hours of dual flight instruction with a certified flight instructor in our 141 curriculum. So that's pretty straightforward. Part 61 training, you have to have 40 hours of flight instruction. Not all of it has to be dual, but you have to have 40 hours of flight instruction. But if you kind of notice here, assumes pilot has 50 hours of cross country. So in the Part 61 world, you actually have to also have 50 hours of cross country time to be eligible for a instrument flight certificate, instrument rating. So instrument rating is where it really starts becoming beneficial to maybe go Part 141 if you're kind of starting from scratch on the instrument rating. But that's not always true. You wouldn't always just want to blindly go Part 141. And we're talking about instrument rating here, but it can apply to almost any course, or any course, basically. So for example, let's say you're at another school and you did 30 hours of instrument training with a certified flight instructor. Well, it wouldn't make sense to jump into a 35-hour course and start from 1 to hour 35 when you really only need 10 hours because you already had 30 hours of flight training. You only need 10 more to bridge that gap to get to the 40 for 61. Hopefully I explained that well, but my point is, training under Part 141 or Part 61 really depends on the flight experience you already have, because there's a lot of times if you already have flight time built up that you may want to consider going 61 and not 141. A lot of times if you're going from scratch, then Part 141 is quicker and conversely cheaper than 61. But if you have flight time, or maybe you got a private pilot's license and then rented a plane for a bunch of hours, you may want to consider doing other types of training. Now, it is true if you're in the military and you want to use your GI Bill benefits, which you can here at SkyWarrior, you're going to want to train under 141. But let's look at a really kind of quick way that it may be better to go under 61. So if you look at a multi-engine rating, and we'll go down here to our multi-engine rating. Okay, Part 61, Part 141. So if you look at our Part 141 multi-engine course, it's 15 hours of dual flight time. That's because our full course is a 15-hour course. Our 61 is 8 hours of dual flight time. And truthfully, there is no minimum flight time. I mean, technically, if you were good in 1 hour of flight time in a multi-engine, you could take that check ride. 8 hours is kind of where most people fall. You can do it in 6 if you're proficient. But commercial multi-engine, it might be a lot better to just do it Part 61 and not 141. So those are kind of the things you need to consider when you're thinking about going Part 141 or Part 61. It really helps to kind of get into the FAR aim and look at the requirements, the aeronautical experience requirements, and see what you have and see what you need to get a rating to really make an informed decision of should you train 141 or 61. But as always, we'd love to hear from you. Call us, contact us, email us, and we can certainly help you navigate these waters. But we just wanted to kind of show the quick differences between when you may want to train Part 141 and when you may want to consider doing it Part 61. So we hope this helps clear what can be, muddy waters, but we hope it cleared it up a little bit. And as always, if you have any questions, contact us. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Thank you.